Hi, I'm Donna from donnaonthebeach.com and welcome to this video. This week I wanted to talk about my daily practice this month. As you may know, over on my Facebook page and Twitter page, I do a daily practice, a different one every single month, and this month it is the morning pages. Now, normally I choose something that I need to ingrain as a habit. But the morning pages I've actually been doing for nearly 18 months now, and I've filled books and books and books and books of morning pages. So to explain quickly what it is in case you don't know, it's a practice prescribed by Julia Cameron in her book The Artist's Way, and it is quite simply 3 pages of free writing. 3 pages of just writing whatever's in your brain. Some people call it brain dump, you can call it whatever you like, but you just write for 3 pages and then you get on with your day. Now, as the name implies, Julia recommends that you do it first thing in the morning. Now, I don't do that because in the morning I am a grouch and it's not the best time for me to sort out what's in my mind. I'm actually better off having half the day and then in the afternoon then processing what's going on, and it works really well for me. It's such a great practice. That's why I decided to have it as my daily practice for this month, so that my followers on Facebook and Twitter could enjoy this practice. So someone asked me on Twitter, does it really work? So I thought, what a great subject for this video. First of all, I think you need to have no expectations for what the morning pages will bring you, because the experience is going to be different for everybody. And if you have expectations, you might do 4 days and then go, oh, this doesn't work. I'm not feeling inspired, I'm not feeling creative, and just give up, which would be a real shame. So here are my top 5 reasons to do the morning pages, and this is just what I've found. Number 1, you get rid of all that icky, moany, whiny crap in your head. All that, oh, I've got a headache, I'm tired again, I'm fed up, and I haven't done that, and it's this, and I've got that, and all that icky stuff stays in there. If you imagine it's taking up house room, it's like a little bit of housekeeping, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of dusting. When you do the morning pages, you just get all that icky crap out of your head. And instead of taking up brain space, your brain's now got room to go, and what else do I want to think about today? Instead of, I'm tired, I'm fed up, moan. So it gets all that out your head. Brilliant. Number 2, you get greater clarity about your life. When you write every day about how you feel and who you are and what's going through your head and what you want and all of this stuff, it just starts to become clear. The patterns become really clear of what's going on in your life. It becomes clear what you want. It becomes clear how you feel, who you are. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's a wonderful thing. And when you've got greater clarity, when you know what's broken, you can fix it. When you know what you want, you can get it. Greater clarity is so important for having a joyful, fulfilling life and making your dreams a reality. Because if you don't really know what brings you joy, or you don't really know what your dream is, then how on earth are you going to make it happen? So greater clarity is reason number 2. Reason number 3, your inner self will start to pop up in your morning pages. Now, this might not happen in week 1. You might have a lot of icky, whiny, moany stuff to get through first. So don't worry if you think, oh, it's not happening. Your inner self will pop up in your morning pages. I had some amazing conversations with my higher self, and in fact, I think in The Artist's Way, Julia actually recommends one thing that you can do is to talk to your higher self. So write as if you're coming from your higher self, and that's something I did in about the 3rd book of morning pages that I did. By the way, she doesn't recommend you do it in a book. She recommends loose leaf paper, and you just put it in an envelope and then throw it away. I like a book. Let me show you. Look, that's my current book. That's my old book. Aren't they gorgeous? I love them. This is going to be a problem, by the way, when I come to clear out some clutter. Anyway, so your inner self will start to pop up, and you can have a conversation with your higher self in your morning pages. And I have found more and more that just wonderful insights will just randomly, I'll be moaning about the weather. And a lot of them, you know, a lot of them are just ning, 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 ning. It's not art, it's not creative writing, it's just ning, 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 ning. But I've noticed that I'll be in the middle of that and all of a sudden I'll pop up with this great insight about how to make it better, which is just awesome. It's really, I love morning pages. I can't tell you, I love this book as well. Isn't it so colourful and pretty? Anyway, put it down, stop stroking the book. Number 4, morning pages tap directly into the huge amount of creative energy that we all have access to. I'm going to do another video about this another time because I believe that there is like a massive amount of creative energy. If you imagine the earth under your feet and you imagine what's under that earth and that massive rock and molten lava and all that, imagine that is the amount of creativity you have access to. That's what I believe. And the morning pages are just one way to drill down into that massive creative energy and let it pop up. And it's brilliant, 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 brilliant. The icky, moany, whiny stuff that I mentioned in reason 1, that stuff covers up your natural creativity because your brain hasn't got space to be creative when it's far too busy moaning. But when you get all that stuff out of the way, then your creativity has room to arrive, room to come in. And if you write every single day, don't think that you can write once a month and that will do it, because it might do it, but it won't do it as well as if you do it every single day. If you do it every single day, you will find that your creativity increases and increases and increases and increases and comes out in these gorgeous pages. There's so much creative stuff come out in these, so many ideas for podcasts and videos and articles and things that I want to do and products, and the daily practice was born in one of these books. It was just a random idea I had one day. The beach cards were born in one of these books. Loads of things that I now do as a matter of course, products that I'm now working on, most of them were born in these pages. So, so much creativity. It's brilliant. I love it. You may get the impression that I really, 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 really like the morning pages. You do. Reason number 5, you can only moan for so long in here before a solution starts to present itself. So you may, every day, I'm putting on weight, I'm eating too much, I'm not exercising, moan. After a while you think, hang on, I've written about this for 30 days straight now, I'm a bit bored of it. Also, the fact that you've written about it, a solution starts to pop up. It's an amazing thing, quite a cool thing. I've often found as a coach that when you ask a question about, okay, how are you going to solve that problem, an answer will present itself, whereas if you just moan about the problem, the answer doesn't tend to present itself. But in morning pages, it's almost like you moaning about it all the time is asking the question, that because you're getting it out of your head, your subconscious has room to work on, well, you could do that, and you could do that, and you could do that, and you could do that. So problems in your life start to get solved. I looked back recently at the morning pages from May 2011, which is when I started, and they're so different now. They're so different now. They're so much easier now. It's an amazing practice, and so many solutions have come out of writing the morning pages. So in answer to that question, do they work? Well, I don't know how they're going to work for you. I don't know what they're going to give you, but I know that all that icky moany stuff gets out of my head. I have greater clarity. My inner self just pops up in the middle of me moaning about something and says something really profound. I'm more creative because I do the morning pages, and I have more solutions in my life. And if that's working, then yeah, it works. And as I say, you can really see how I feel about it. Morning pages rock. They're brilliant. Seriously, give them a try, but give them a chance. Give them a chance to work. Don't expect that you will start writing the morning pages on day 1 and on day 2 you'll have the beginning of a novel. Although that could happen. but it also might not happen that way. It might be on day 32 or day 92 or day 1002. So I hope that has inspired you to join this practice of the morning pages if you haven't already. I know we're 12 days into the month already, but that means that you've got another 19 days in October to do the morning pages, to try the process and see how it works for you. If you want more info about the practice itself and kind of how to do it and how I do it, you can go over to the blog post I wrote about it on the 1st, and I'll put a link to that in the notes below this video. All right, take really good care of yourselves. Happy writing, and I'll see you next week. Bye.